it play and call it work.
Hey MiniWarGamers, Josh here to bring you a Warhammer 30k Batrep. I'm going to be playing my Night Lords against Carl and his Eldar. Carl's come all the way from...
England.
England? Whereabouts in England?
Northeast.
That's probably the best explanation. People usually say like the city they're from and I pretend that I know what it is, but Northeast, it's...
Yeah.
Okay, I understand where that is.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing 2,000 points with the War of Lies scenario, Hammer and Anvil deployment. Now, if you want to come in to challenge either myself or any of the other MiniWarGamers here, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge and let us know who it is you want to play against and what game system you want to play. Cover a ton of different game systems here, so Warhammer 30k, 40k, Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy 8th Edition, as well as Star Wars Armada, X-Wing, anything else that's up on the channel as well. Let's check out the armies and the board. Starting off with Carl's 2,000 points of Eldar. Who have we got up front?
Up front we've got Farseer and Illic Knightspear on the left here.
So for Illic, we did not have the official model, so we're going to use the Ranger model. He's the only one who's got a helm, so he'll stand out like a sore thumb. And what about the Farseer? What do we have for upgrades?
What's on the model, the Singing Spear, that's the only actual upgrade we have there for him.
Okay. And moving on.
Yes, a squad of 10 Rangers and a squad of 6. Illic will be going probably in the squad of 10.
Okay.
Back there we have the support platforms with Shadow Weavers and the free squad of Fire Prison.
Alright.
We've got 2 full squads of Guardians, 2 Vipers with scatter lasers and shuriken cannons, the Howling Banshees with the X-Arch having a tree scale, and a Wraith Lord with a Flamer, shuriken catapult, the glaive you see with him holding, and a Eldar missile launcher and scatter laser.
There we go. And up front?
We have a squad of Wraith Blades with ghost axes and force shields.
And that makes up Carl's 2,000 points of Eldar. To face off against Carl's 2,000 points of Eldar, I've got 2,000 points of Night Lords. I'll be running the Terror Assault Rite of War. Up front, leading the army, we got the big man himself, Kurz. Next to him, we have my HQ choice, which is the Bearded Maniac, which will be a chaplain with a chain glaive. I have 3 units, 1, 2, and 3 of Terror Squad. It's 9 men, all armed with Volkites, and I have an Apothecary in each of them. Apothecary has Artificer Armor. To escort Kurz up the field, we have a unit of 10 Night Raptors. I've got 2 Power Axes and 2 Chain Glaives in there. Rounding out the army, a little bit of armor, I've got my Sakaran. I have Dozer Blades and the Auxiliary Drive, and I'm going to have to swap out those Heavy Bolters because it's supposed to have las cannons on it. All the Sarges in the army have Chain Glaives and Artificer Armor. That's making up my 2,000 points of Night Lords. This is the board Carl and I are going to be playing on. Got this sweet new TableWar.eu snow map. We're going to be doing, again, the War of Lies scenario. So we've got a couple objectives on the board. Let's see if I can find them all. We've got objective number 2, objective number 1, then 4, 5, and number 3. The way this scenario works, you guys might have seen this once or twice before. It's probably one of my favorite and least favorite scenarios at the same time because I always have bad rolls. Victory points calculated at the end of the game. You do get 1 point for Slay the Warlord, 1 point for every unit destroyed or falling back. And at the end of the game, every objective that you hold with, again, it's going to be a troop choice or something with Implacable Advance, you roll to see what it's worth. The objective can be worth from 0 to 3 points or minus D3 points. So we're not really sure. It's important to hold objectives, but it's also, it can ruin it for you. So we're going to get to deployment, And then on to first turn. Armies are deployed on the board. So, hiding in the back, I've got my Sakaran. I've got Terror Squad number 1. Kurz and the Raptors. Terror Squad number 2. And then opposed over here, oh nope, one more Terror Squad. Then opposed to them, we have Illic with his big old unit of Rangers. The kind of melee, oh, I missed the Rangers. Rangers in the Forest. And we have the Avatar leading the charge with the Wraith Lord, the Banshees, and the Wraith Guard. Holding one objective, the Guardians. Other unit Guardians, the Vipers, and the Fire Prisms. Come over to this side of the board to get a better view. We've got the artillery hiding back here as well. A little bit of housekeeping. We were going for a terrain-heavy board. Unfortunately, I didn't have a ton of forest terrain, so all of the Eldar structures are basically counting as terrain for this. That way we've got a good amount on the board. Kurz has his Warlord trait set where it's having everybody in the army cause fear. If they already cause fear, then there's a -1 to the check. And automatically night fighting. Now, for the Warlord trait for your... There he is, for your Farseer. What did he roll for his Warlord trait?
He rolled Seer of the Shifting Vector, which is friendly units with the Eldar faction arriving via Deep Strike don't scatter as long as the first model is within 12 inches. Sadly, as I don't have Deep Striking, it's pointless.
Okay, and what about Psychic Powers?
Right, as I rolled Pure Runes of Fate, I have my Primaris Guide, which is giving Twin Link to any friendly unit within 24 inches. The ones I rolled are the Will of Azurin, which are targets a Psyker, while it's in effect, the Psyker and all friendly units within 12 inches gain Fearless and Adamantine Will. I got Mind War, which is Focus Witchfire within 24, roll off against roll off D6, add leaderships. If it's a draw, the enemy model suffers a -1 penalty to weapons from ballistic skill till the end of the following turn. If I win, the amount of the difference is dealt straight as wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is Eldritch Storm, which is either a large blast or a apocalyptic blast of strength 3, AP 3, flesh bane, haywire, and pinning.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Now for what could be the most important roll of the game, as sometimes this kind of just messes your opponent up. Can you steal the initiative?
Let's find out. No.
That means I get 2 turns in a row, right?
No.
Oh. On to Night Lord's turn 1. First turn for the Night Lords. Now, Terror Assault, normally you'd roll on a 2-up night fighting first turn, but since Kurz is leading the army, I don't got to worry about it. It's just automatically night fighting. We're going to start by having my Sakaran. He's going to move himself 6 up to there. Actually, you know what? No, he was going to come out a little bit more that way, and then pivot. Kurz and his boys going to go next and just start moving themselves up. I'm going to threaten this flank and hopefully force your hand. I'm going to stay hunkered down with my Terror Squad. So we're going to move right on to shooting. Have these Sakaran open up against those terrifying Fire Prisms. Start off with the 2 last cannons going in. They're going to be hitting on 3s. 1 miss. And then you are armor 12 inside. Mm-hmm. So looking for a 3 to glance. And that's 2. See if I do any better with the Twin Linked Accelerator Autocannon. That's 6 shots Twin Linked. Looking for 3s. My rolling's gonna hurt. Okay, reroll, see if I can get those 3s. Not bad. Alright, so strength 7 versus your armor 12. It's rending, that's not really gonna help because 6s are gonna pen anyways. So 5s to glance, 6s to pen. 2 glances.
Right, due to the fact that I have Hollow Field, I have an Invuln save. I need a 5+ to save against these. Nope.
Kurz and his boys are going to run because they've got nothing better to do right now. So because it is night fighting, I get +1 to whatever I roll here. So they're gonna go 5 inches. Moving up like so. With nothing able to declare assault, we're gonna move right on to Eldar, turn 1. Top of the turn for the Eldar.
Alright, first off we're having the avatar move forward 6 inches. Alright, Wraith Lord moving up next.
Alright, and
the Howling Banshees were following afterwards.
I'm advancing the whole flank up there.
Alright, we've got the Wraith Blades following up after the rest of the assault team. Vipers are moving up towards point 1. Alright, that's it for movement. Moving on to Psychic Phase, rolling for Warp Charges. Alright, that's 6 overall due to Farseer Mastery level 3. Alright, what I'm going to be doing is guiding the Fire Prism unit using all 6 charges. That's a success.
Yep, and what was it was Warp Charge 1 or 2 on that?
1.
Alright, so you succeed. I might as well throw all 3 of my dice. I can get 666s, right? No. And how about a real quick explanation of guide for my non-Eldar playing self and everybody else out there that's not familiar with it?
Right, what guide does is it gives twin linking to the affected unit. What that means in specific regards to the Fire Prisms is that I get to reroll any misses, including the scatter, but I have to reroll all the dice. I can't keep any specific one I like.
Okay, so yeah. So with your Fire Prisms, if you don't roll a hit, you can choose to reroll basically all 3 dice.
Yes.
Your scatter dice and the 2d6.
Yeah.
Cool.
On the shooting phase, I'm going to be using my Fire Prisms linked fire to try and get rid of that tank over there.
What did he ever do to you?
Shoot at my Fire Prism.
Oh yeah, good point.
Right, what the linked fire is sacrificing 2 of the shots to strengthen the remaining shot of the Fire Prism unit. I've changed the previous lance strength 9 AP 1 to strength 10 AP 1 lance.
Alright, and what do you need to hit?
I've got twin linked, but
What was the base ballistic skill on them?
4.
4? Okay, so you're looking for a 3 and get a reroll.
Yeah,
You roll double ones. 6.
Straight in.
There's a hit.
Alright, let's see how the pen goes.
Yep, it's only armor
12.
yeah,
because of the
13
lance.
goes down to 12.
So I need a 2 to glance.
And that's a pen.
5. That's a pen.
That's not good. I do get my 5 up cover though, due to night fighting being in effect, so looking for a 5 or 6. Come on! Oh, there's a 6! Night Lords.
Well, I've got a few more shots at you, so, you know, might happen in the future.
Yeah, good point.
Alright, what's happening next is the scatter lasers on top of the Vipers are going to be firing into the squad of Conrad over here.
Okay, so scatter lasers, and you're looking for what to hit?
Ballistic skill 4, so 3 ups, I believe.
3 to hit. Let's see how we do. Scattered laser, strength 6 against my majority toughness of 4, so you're looking for 2s to wound. Those are okay, so we got 3 there. Now, I got a couple bonuses that are stacking here. So, I get my cover save for standing in the open first turn because of Night Lords. So it's a 5 up cover, and then Stealth and Shrouded and Night Fighting, all boosting me up to getting a 2 up cover. So, as long as I don't roll 1s. There's a bunch of 2s. Night Lords. Next up, we're going to have the squad of Rangers with Illic taking shots into Kurz. So guess what I just found out about Illic? So he's got precision shots automatically, and he gives that out to his entire unit as well. So we've got 11 sniper shots going into Kurz. Uh-oh. Ready to dial up shots. So we're going to have Illic be the Great Eye.
Yep.
So they're all hitting on 3s, except for Illic's hitting on a 2. With his ballistic skill 9, if he misses, he gets to re-roll and hit on a 3 up though. So let's see how we do. How many shots going into Kurz?
11.
Hopefully they don't all hit.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay, see what the result is.
Decent hole.
Alright, these are going to be wounding on 4s. Now, with Illic on a 6, he would be instant death on his roll to wound, but Kurz is Eternal Warrior anyways.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 4-ups.
Oh,
Good haul.
indeed.
Now I've got a whole bunch of cover there. So again, with Kurz looking at a 2-up save. You know what? I could try to look out Sir some of these, but you know what? He's gonna tank him. All right, 2-up. Oh, he takes 2 wounds. So he's already down to 4 wounds. This is not good. I got to find a way to deal with those Rangers. Moving over to the side of the board again, we're gonna run, starting off with the Avatar, see how far he goes.
3. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Yeah, because Fleet, you could re-roll, but
Yeah, but
it's
3's fine.
slightly average. Wraithlord going to do the same run, see how far he goes. He's tired. Boop. Howling Banshee's up next. They're going to run as well. With the acrobatic rule, you're getting an extra 3 inches, whatever this is, and they do have Fleet for the reroll, so how far are they going? You gonna
I'll
reroll?
reroll that.
Oh, well, you get to go 4. That's like average for a unit without Fleet. Wraithblade's gonna run, see if they're quicker than the bunch. They are. They're motivated to run quick. So we're just gonna move everybody up, keep this nice little clump of me being terrified of getting into combat with it. Right, we have a unit of Rangers over here who's not shot yet.
I'll go for the Fear Squad next to Conrad's over there.
Go for the Terror Squad,
Yeah.
kind of hiding on that objective.
Yeah.
So 6 Rangers, they are going to be hitting on 3s. So all hit so far. They're going to be wounding on 4s. 6 is AP2. Ugh. Okay, start off against the AP2. I have my 4-up cover save, 5-up for being the first turn, and I'm Night Lords, and then a +1 bonus for night fighting. So 4-up cover save. No. But I get to feel no pain, because I got an apothecary in the squad. Pain was felt, so that's 1 guy going down, and then I have 2 other ones with just their 3-up armor save. Failed 1, feel no pain though. No, so losing 2 models.
Yay.
Joke's on you, didn't like these guys anyways. Last, and hopefully least, we're going to have the artillery open up, and we're going to be putting shots into the squad that's already taken a couple casualties from the Rangers. Carl's choosing to drop his first template right over here over the apothecary's head. Full scatter because you don't have line of sight. See how far it goes. Not far enough. So it's going to scatter about 3 inches to here. So you've got, let's see here, you've got 2 so far. You want to roll the scatter one more time, see where it flips? So you get to choose, so
Flip it back over to hit
back
the
over. So that's going to hit another 4. So you're at 6 hits so far. And then last, same thing, so 10 hits.
But into Apothecary again.
Now, since it's Terror Assault and Night Fighting's still up, I'm technically Initiative 5. So it's your strength of your weapon, which is 6 versus my Initiative 5. So yeah, you're looking for 3s. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we get a grand total of 6 regular saves here, and then there's one which is actually a...
AP2.
Yeah. So we'll do the AP2 first, so I still get my cover save, which is a 4-up. So come on. No. 5-up, feel no pain. There we go. And then I get my armor saves after that. So 3-up armors. Okay, failed 3. It's pretty bad. And then feel no pains. Doesn't help at all. So I'm losing 3 guys. So 1, 2, 3. That's it for shooting. So morale check on these guys. Leadership 9. Ah, they love it. Eldar managed to cause a couple casualties right out of the gate. So we're going to move on to Night Lords. Turn 2. Turn 2 for Night Lords. First up, night fighting on a 4-up. Come on! Yes, another turn of night fighting. Alright. I'm thinking about where I want to go with Kurz and that big squad. I'm really terrified of the fire prisms because they're going to shoot me off the board. So Kurz, we measured it out. The squad's going to need a 7-inch charge to make it in. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys up. Next up, we're going to have the Terror Squad go. See how far they can move through the cover there. 3 inches. That leaves, I've got the 2 Terror Squads that are each currently sitting on objectives and my Sakaran. I don't think I really want to move anywhere else. The Sakaran could kind of muck around, get better position, but I want to put shots hopefully into the 2 Vipers and wipe them out. So I think we're going to go right on to shooting. Terror Squad right here with the Volkites. I should have 2 Volkites in range to shoot at the Vipers, so that's going to be 4 shots. Carl's decided not to jinx, so I'm hitting on 3s. Good thing. There's only 1 hit there. And then Strength 5, Armor 10, looking for a 5 to glance. Nada. Next up, we're going to have the Sakaran shooting, starting with the... Didn't move, so I'll start with the Heavy Bolter going into the 2 Vipers. Carl's decided he is going to jink, so starting off, Heavy Bolter, hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 hits, so not terrible. Then 5s to glance, 6 to pen. So there's 1 glance there. 4 up for your jink. No, so you're going to take 1 hull point. Pair of las cannons next, hitting on 3s. Okay, so there's 1 hit there. Looking for a... Yeah, looking for a 2. Got it. See if you can jink 4 up. No. Plus 2 to this result because I've got an AP2 weapon and you are open top, so there we go. Alright, so that is going to remove the 1. Then going to roll d6 to see how far you blow up. 6 inches is enough to get, I think... Yeah, you won't get onto the Guardians, but we'll double check. Correction, that was enough to reach the 1 Guardian out front, so Strength 4, looking for a 3 to wound. No. But that is going to be a Strength 4 against the vehicle, so looking for a 6 to glance. No. And next up, the Accelerator Autocannon. 6 shots, twin linked, hitting on 3s. Oh, let's see if I can convert a couple hits. Got 1 hit so far. That's much better. Strength 7, Armor 10, looking for 3s to glance. And I got him. You do have Hollow Fields on him though, so you're looking at a 5 up invuln. You want to take the glances first?
Yeah.
So, made those 2 so far.
Yeah.
And the pens. No, there he goes. Forget he's open top, so on a 6 he will explode. No. So yeah, he is just taken off the board then. Alright. Super nervous, I don't want to make this roll. I'm going to declare my assault against those tanks. 7-inch charge. Get him, boys, get him! No, it's only a 5. Failed charge. So that's going to be the end of Night Lord's turn 2. So see about Kurz. It will not die. Looking for a 5 or 6 to get a wound back. No. And with that, we are going to move on to Eldar, turn 2. Started the turn for Eldar. Gonna get himself out of here with the fire prisms.
Probably best to move him back here.
Yep.
And just pick this guy up. I got them catching the stairs and just move him to the other side.
Guardian's up next. Do a little bit of a delaying action.
Pretty much.
Time to start moving up his close combat brigade. Avatar moving up. Correcting, assuming Wraithlord's going to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Howling Banshees and the Wraith Blades. I can never remember the correct name for him. Moving up, keeping his little bubble of I don't want to get near that. That is going to be all the movement for Eldar. So jumping into the psychic phase. Time to see how many warp charges we get. So 2 plus 3, you're getting 5, and I'm getting 2. Uh-oh. A little bit back and forth on what he wanted to spend the charges on, but we're going to throw everything at Mind War. So Farseer versus Kurz. Warp charge 2 here, so let's see if you get it. So with Runes the Farseer, once per psychic phase, you can reroll any number of dice. And assume you want to reroll all the 3s?
Yep.
Okay. Looking for another 4 up.
2 more.
So there's no way for me to be able to deny because I only got 2 dice. Both leadership 10, so just oppose roll off. Kurz going to roll a 2. Uh-oh. Versus a 1.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Nothing happens.
With that, moving on to shooting. Going to start with the Avatar first. He's going to run.
And it's went all over the place.
2.
Avatar does have fleet from what I recall.
Do have fleet, so you get to reroll. 3. Yeah, slightly better.
Result.
Wraithlord up next. See how far he goes. There we go. Banshee's up next. Going to add 3 to this. Now you do have fleet, so you can reroll.
I'll fleet. 5.
Much better. So going to a grand total of 8 inches. Ooh. Banshee's making some aggressive moves. Next up, the Wraith Blades. No fleet, so it's cocked. Want to reroll for me? 6. Too bad a bunch of guys are in the way.
Yeah.
Figure out where he wants to go. Be right back. One nice little clump. Why didn't I bring a Typhon? Next up, Illic and his squad. Gonna start throwing more shots into poor Conrad Kurz. What did he ever do to you? 10 shots hitting on 3s, and then Illic hitting on 2s. See how we do? Not great, but not terrible. These are all going to be wounding on 4s. Alright, I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to have Kurz Lookout Sir 2 of those on a 2-up. Okay. So Kurz is going to end up having to take 3. So the next closest one is my Chaplain there. With Night Fighting still in effect and Stealth Enshrouded, I should be on a 3-up cover. Alright. 3-up cover. Let's see if the Chaplain takes a wound. No, he's okay. Then Kurz, 3-up cover. Come on. No, taking 2. Alright, so Kurz taking 2, but Carl, being the sporting player that he is, pointed out the fact that he is definitely shooting through his own unit, so I should have had a slightly better cover save there. So Kerr's taking 1 wound from the fails, because his cover save would have went up to 2+. Next up for shooting, we have the fire prisms open up. They're going to be shooting their large blast, and basically all 3 of them shooting singly.
Yeah.
And all trying to put it onto top of Conrad's head. First tank throwing a shot in, so template's going right over Kerr's head. And roll for scatter.
Dead on.
Direct hit. So how many is that going to get? Let's take a peek. Yeah, 5 total, including Kerr's and the chaplain. Second blast, because you got 3 total from this unit. Gonna scatter a grand total of, what's your ballistic skill, 2?
It's ballistic skill 4. So
oh yeah, sorry, I said it backwards.
Yeah.
So you want to put the template right there for the 2. And same thing, you're hitting 5. But not the chaplain that time. One last time. Another direct hit. So that's 15 hits total. Nasty. Strength 5 here, so you're looking for 3s to wound with 15 hits. You roll a lot of 1s and 2s for me. Or not. So again, working out the cover save. Night fighting.
Yeah.
Stealth shrouded. And then figuring, because at least the 1 tank I do have cover from, with the unit being in the way there and shooting underneath that.
Yeah.
So I'm back to having my 2-up cover save.
Yeah.
I gotta roll these 4 at a time though. Because I've got 5 at a time, because I got 5 models before Kerr starts taking hits again. Oh, 2 are already gone. 1, 2. 3 at a time now. So they're okay. Gonna roll another 3. And they're okay. Then 2 last dice. No, they're okay as well. But you got 2. Next up we have shots coming from the Guardians into my Raptors. You're hitting on 3s or 4s with them?
It's ballistic skill 4.
Okay, so hitting on 3s. Solid. Looking for 4s to wound here. Strength 4, toughness 4, and 6 is AP 2 because of Blade Storm. Alright, so we're going to do these one at a time because I do have a Sarge standing up front with Artificer Armor, so I'm going to take the regular saves first. Looking at my 2-up Artificer Armor. He's okay. No, he's dead. Blah. And the next closest is the Raptor there. Cover save, I think I'm only at a 4-up right now. No, he's going to die as well. Sorry guys, just went back and checked the clip. The last save I done should have been a 3-up save due to armor save, but I failed with the 2 anyways. So now it's on to the AP2, starting with the fellow with the axe because he is closer, looking for a 4-up cover. Doesn't make it. And then it's on to Kerr's. He's going to look out, sir, on a 2-up. So he looks out, sir, puts that on to the Chaplain, and Chaplain's looking at his 4-up cover save. Makes it. Then using Battle Focus with these guys, you are going to run 4 inches. Want to reroll?
That's fine.
6 Rangers over here who have not shot yet. Gonna pepper shots into my poor little terror squad here. Sniper rifle sitting on 3s, winning on 4s. Solid hit so far. Winning on 4s. 6s are AP 2. So there's 1 in there. Really solid. Alright, definitely shooting through a unit there, but I was going to be in cover anyways. So we will start with the AP2 hit first. Looking for a 4-up cover save. Doesn't make it, but feel no pain from the Apothecary. Makes it. Gonna roll these one at a time because the next couple guys have Artificer Armor. So 3-up armor save from the regular sniper round. Makes it. 1 more. No, he fails that. 5-up feel no pain. Oh, he makes it. So I've got 1 more save on him to make. 3-up armor. Fails it. 5-up feel no pain. Come on, patch him up, Doc. Oh, he made it! MVP of the game. Next up we have the artillery battery going into my squad there. Where do you want to drop your first template?
Straight on top of Kurz's head.
Oh. It's going to end up right there. Why don't you roll me scatter? Now it's going to scatter full distance because you don't have line of sight. This is a barrage. 8 inches that way. 8 inches going to scatter all the way over here. And I don't think we're overly worried about the next couple scatters because I don't think you can make your way back to them. So since this is multiple barrage, the way it works is that's where it's going to hit originally. Then you would roll a scatter die to see where the next one would end up. But even if you roll, the scatter coming back this way, it's still not going to be enough to get my unit. So unfortunately, I don't think you're getting any hits out of that one. With that, it wraps up the Eldar turn 2. So on to Night Lords turn 3. Top of the turn for the Night Lords. Big ol' roll to see if night fighting continues. Since it's turn 3, it's only on a 6. Come on, 6! No! Sun came up. Kurz and his boys are going to go ahead and just jump right up with an inch here. Terror squad here, see how far they can move, because again, we're counting all this as terrain, so 6 inches. A little bit of Night Lords-esque tactical repositioning. Next up, we're going to have my Sakaran pivot, move 6, pivot again. Hello! This squad is going to bravely and valiantly cower at this objective. Same with these guys. I like my nice short turns. Brings you right to shooting. So we're going to start with having my Sakaran take shots into... Because the Avatar's not actually part of a unit, is he?
No, he isn't. He's separate.
Let's shoot him! Starting off with the twin-linked accelerator autocannon. So this is 6 shots twin-linked. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, didn't even need the twin-linked. Strength 7, toughness 6, so looking for 3s. Not too bad. And the 6s are Wrens. Let's start off with, I guess it doesn't matter much what you start with, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So start with your 3-up armor. So he passes that, and then he's got 3 5-up invuln saves.
Failed miserably.
Well, you got your triple ones out of the way at least. Next up, I've got 2 las cannons going into you. Again, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding you on 2s though. Only 1 wound. 5-up invuln save. Made it. And then I've got my heavy bolter as well. Sakarans are fast, so that lets me move my 6 inches and shoot everything. So heavy bolter hitting on 3s. That's terrible. Wounding on, you said your toughness 6, right? So wounding on 5? No. Next up, Kurz and the boys shooting into those poor guardians. I'm going to start with Kurz and the Widowmaker volley. So he's hitting on 2s. So he hits. These are strength 4, AP 5. To wound of 6 ignores armor and invuln. Not too shabby. With a 5-up armor save, that's just going to be 3 dead. Next up, bolt pistols. These are going to be hitting on 3s. The chaplain's going to be hitting on a 2, so he will be a different color die in there. So bolt pistols, solid hits. Strength 4 against toughness 3, so just looking for 3s to kill. And that's going to be another 4 dead guardians. That is the end of the shooting phase for me. Nothing else is currently in range, because I'm being cowardly and trying to hide from you. So morale checking the guardians. What's the leadership on them?
8, I believe.
Leadership 8, see if they stick around. They're confident in their chances. I will declare the assault over here, so you get some Overwatch. 3 shots, looking for 6s.
Nope.
No. And then 2d6 to see how, well, or, yeah, 2d6 to see if I get into combat, which I don't think I can fail. Yeah, we're in. And getting everybody into combat without much of an issue. First thing you do is you're going to owe me a fear check at -3. So leadership 5 for this. They're scared. Standard weapon skill 1. Kurz swings first. With my weapon skill, I am hitting you on 3s anyways. So 3s. Chaplain lets me re-roll first round of combat. No, that was a miss. And then I'm wounding you on 2 with Shred. And you know what, that's enough anyways without even the re-roll. So these guys are toast. Yep. And with that, I get to consolidate D6, an inch. Get into hopefully what is a less template-friendly formation. And with that, that will end Night Lord's turn 3, so on to Eldar turn 3. Alright, before we get too excited here, end of the turn I was supposed to roll for my It Will Not Die for Kurz. So on a 5 or 6, nope, that's a 1. He still got 3 wounds remaining. Starting out with movement for the Eldar.
Right, just moving fire prisms about.
Aren't you moving closer towards Kurz?
Because he'll kill them.
Yeah.
I want them alive.
Oh, I get it.
Do you?
We had talked about skimmers and terrain and all that for vehicles, and so even though this is providing cover flat top, so I'm not going to make a ticket dangerous for moving off that.
Straight through that hole.
And the big blob of super friends, starting with the Avatar. Where's he going? Kurz is the other way.
You shouldn't have had your tank firing at him then.
Yeah. Night Lords. Next up, the Banshees. My objective over there.
Yeah, well, it's been unopposed far too long.
Oh. Big Papa Wraithlord. Okay. Wraithblade's gonna move themselves through cover there.
And the other one went beneath the train.
Mysterious, let's figure out what it is. That dice has been swallowed by the warp, so reroll to 3. Are the super friends breaking up a bit?
Well, they kind of need to in order to stay alive.
Be all the movement for the Eldar, so on to the psychic phase. 3 plus 3, you're getting 6, and I'm getting 3.
Yep.
Okay, first 4 you're going to throw at Mind War.
Yeah.
And it's a warp charge, what, 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to need to re-roll them.
Okay, was it Runes of the Far?
Runes of the Far, yeah.
Yep.
That's a pebble.
Okay, so the power goes off, but we got to roll in the perils of the warp chart. 4. You know, read it out for me?
Psyker suffers 1 wound with no saves of any kind allowed.
Alright.
So he's down to 2.
And then, remaining 2 dice.
Guide onto the fire prisms.
What's the warp charge total on it?
1.
What are you looking for? Oh.
1, and that's a non.
There we go. Okay, we're going to resolve the Mind War now.
Right.
So yeah, I was holding on to my 3 dice to hopefully deny the guide, but it didn't go off. And we got a little overexcited and didn't do Mind War. So opposed rolls, 10 versus 10.
You win. Again.
That's right. Can't get inside of Kurz's head. Next up, Carl is going to have the fire prisms do a
focus shot.
Focus shot, that's right. You're going to use the
large blast profile.
And throw it right over the poor chaplain's head. Oh no. Ballistic skill 4, so 4 off of this roll. Roll big.
1 towards.
Okay, so it's going to only scatter an inch, so that will still be hitting 4 models, Kurz and my chaplain included. Strength 7, so winning on 2s. Oh, the 2s are there to tease me. Alright, I've still got Stealth and Shrouded from Kurz, even though Night Fighting's up anymore. First guy, we took a look through the gap that you're shooting. He is not getting any bonus cover, so he's only on a 4-up cover save. Come on, big guy. No. He's gone. Okay, Kurz is the next closest. He is getting cover from this shot, though, because he's hiding strategically behind a tree. So he gets his 2-up cover. See if you can make him. So starting off with the first 2-up. 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 Good job. Next up, we're going to have the artillery go into Kurz, because might as well resolve the shooting against him. Okay, where do you want to drop? Yeah. No.
Straight on top of Kurz.
Okay, scatter, 2d6. 3 inches forward. Get the little handy removable tree, so you gotta scatter a little bit more that way. There we go. So first template landing right there. You wanna put it straight down? And we'll grab a second template to do the scatters off this one. Which way is the first template gonna scatter? Sorry, the second template? Back onto the unit, so that's going to be, yeah, you're getting 2 hits out of that. One more time for me. And forward, so I'm not going to hit anything. So 2 hits. 2 hits, wounding on the majority toughness, or sorry, the majority initiative of 4. So you're wounding me on 2s. 2 wounds. I'm going to have Kurz, look out, sir, both of these onto the chaplain. Makes both of the lookout sirs. Okay, saves for the happy chaplain. Come on, buddy. Nobody fails one. Down to 1 wound remaining. Moving on to the Wraithlord next, taking shots into my Sikaran. So you got the Eldar missile launcher, which can do damage. Which shot are you using?
The Strength 8 AP3 one.
Okay, so he's ballistic skill.
Oh.
So hitting on a 3. Any hits?
Hit.
Strength 8, armor 15. 13, rather. So you're looking for a 5. You didn't get it anyways. To clarify that, because I had too many numbers floating in my head, it's Strength 8 versus armor 13, so you're looking for a 5. Next up, this sniper squad shooting into my terror squad up here. Looking for 3s to hit, then 4s to wound. Okay, got some solid hits there. 3 precision is going to go into the apothecary. You want to roll them first, wounding on 4? Okay, you've got 2 wounds there on the apothecary, and then the 2 wounds on the squad itself. No, neither of them. So the apothecary. Apothecary has a 2-up save due to his artificer armor. And he's A-okay. Next up, these snipers shooting into Kurz again. Just measured up range, and there are 2 out of range. So that's going to be 8 shots, and then 1 for Illic. Everybody's hitting on 3s, Illic's hitting on 2. Ooh, you have rolled better than that, my friend.
Yes, I have.
These are all wounding on 4s. Okay, that's pretty solid. So there's 2 there. I am going to get cover out of this. And then I have my Stealth Enshrouded. Yeah. Boosting me up to my good save. So let's see, on a 1 he takes a wound. Oh, he took another one. I should have done a lookout, sir.
You should have.
But the AP, yeah. So Kurz down to 2. To wrap up the shooting phase, we're going to have the Wraithblades run. See if they're feeling fast. 6, they definitely are feeling quick. Let's see where they're going. Yeah, I assumed as much. Run the Banshees, so +3 to wherever this is. You do have Fleet for the reroll.
That's fine.
Not going to get greedy. So they're going to go a grand total of 7.
Yep.
Oh no. Just double check, Battle Focus lets you run and then shoot, so you are definitely in range to shoot with all the pistols.
Yep.
So, 10 pistol shots. The Exarch has ballistic skill 5 though, so she'll be hitting on 2, everybody else hitting on 3s. These are all going to be wounding on 4s. 6s are AP2 though. That is. Okay, got to do these one at a time. So we're starting closest model there. I will start with one of the AP2 shots. And I'm getting a 5-up cover though. Come on. Nope. 5-up, feel no pain. And he's okay. So on him again, 5-up cover. No. 5-up, feel no pain. Nope. So he dies. Next one will have to go to the Sarge, but he's going to try a Lookout Sir on a 4-up. No, he fails it. So he's going to take his 5-up cover. Fails that, but he gets a 5-up, feel no pain. Come on. No. Sarge goes down. Last one there, I shouldn't have resolved it that order. But, oh well. Next up, getting a 3-up armor save. No, fails that. 5-up, feel no pain. No, lose one more. That was terrifyingly good shooting from them. End of the shooting phase. I have to take a morale check. Leadership 9 on these guys. Come on. We stick around, just barely. With the Eldar now pushing ahead, we're going to move on to Night Lord's turn 4. Start off over here with this Terror Squad, see how far they can move there. 4 inches. Plenty. Shuffling a couple guys over so I can see the Banshees easier. The tank is going to move back a little bit and pivot ever so slightly, so I got some options depending on how the shooting goes with that Terror Squad. These guys are going to stay hunkered down close to that objective so I can run out last turn and hopefully capture it. After a rather long debate of what I should do, I've decided, you know what, I'm going to take the bait and go after the Wraith Blades. Hope this is the right decision. Oh, this could be game changing because I was back and forth of whether I go there. I could go after the Guardians because I was thinking about splitting Kurz off from the squad and going after the Guardians with the Farseer attached. Or it would have been a 7-inch charge underneath the terrain to those tanks. Kurz has fleet on his own, but I don't really trust. It's the snipers. If the snipers haven't been plinking them down, I would feel better about this. On to my shooting. This squad's going to open up with Volkites into those Banshees. So I am Ballistic Skill 4, but I do have Preferred Enemy Infantry, so I'll be rerolling misses of 1. 6 guys left armed with Volkites, so that's going to be 12 shots going into you. Looking for 3s. Get to reroll the 1s, which were the only misses, luckily. And convert 2 into hits. Strength 5 against Toughness 3, though. Wounding on 2s. And there was 1-1 in there. Get to reroll for Preferred Enemy. And it's still a 1. All going to be 4-up armor saves. Two. Wow. Alright, the 2 Volkites though kick off. For any unsaved wounds, I get to roll basically another to wound attempt. So looking for 2s. Double 1s, but Preferred Enemy Infantry. Double 2s. Huh. These are 4-ups without the possibility to generate extra wounds. Ooh, 2 more. Next up, Sakaran. See if I can finish the job off. Start with the Twin-Linked Accelerator Autocannon into those Banshees. Ballistic Skill 4, Twin-Linked, so looking for 3s rerolling. Reroll these 2. Not too shabby. Strength 7 versus your Toughness 3. So looking for 2s. Nasty. Took a look close at the board, so this one model is getting cover save, so the first 3 are going to die. And then that one's the next closest. So you get your 5-up cover. Nope, that fails, and the other 2 are out in the open and they're gone as well. Shooting from Kurz's unit. Kurz going to start with the Widowmaker volley going into the Wraith Blades. So he's hitting on 2s, but 4s are precisions. And since he's Ballistic Skill 6, this rerolls, and on a 6 it'll hit. No. So 2 precisions, and I'm going to put them 1 on him, 1 on him. Strength 4 against toughness 6 though, so we'll start by rolling to wound on him. Looking for a 6. No. And then on the one in the back, no. Bolt pistols next going into your guys. So 4 hitting on a 3-up, and then the chaplain sitting on a 2-up. He's got a different color die in here. Not too shabby, but again, looking for 6s. Nothing. That means it's time to charge. So we gotta go into the Wraith Blades. I assume there's no shooting there, right? Alright, 2d6, see how far we go. 6 inches, definitely gonna make it. Everybody making the combat pretty easy. Kurz is up first. 7 attacks on the charge. He's hitting, what's your weapon skill?
4.
4. So yeah, I'm hitting you on 3s. Don't go to bother taking the fear test with Kurz because you are fearless. So 3s, getting to reroll because I've got the chaplain. Ooh, that's pretty solid. Jumping back a step, I made a mistake. I was supposed to get the Hammer of Wrath from the Nightmare Mantle first for Kurz. So D3 Hammer of Wrath. He gets 1. Strength 6 versus your toughness 6, so wounding you on a 4. It does wound. For a 3-up armor save there. And he made it. So, didn't actually make a difference. Kurz swinging with his Lightning Claws, Mercy and Forgiveness. I'm wounding you on a 4, but I get Shred for the reroll. So looking for 4s. Okay. You get 3 rerolls out of that. Converting 1 into an additional wound. So there's going to be 5 saves there. These guys are armed with the Ghost Axe and the Shieldo, so you're looking for a 4-up invuln. Only losing 1. Uh-oh. Chaplain goes next at initiative 5, piles in. Chaplain swinging now. He's got 3 attacks base and 1 for the charge. I'm hitting you on 3s, getting to reroll though for first round. Alright, not bad. Reroll. Nope. And these are strength 5 on the charge. And actually, I gotta go back because I gotta figure out bulky here. My apologies, guys. That reroll of a 2 to hit actually hit, because I'm normally hitting on 3s, but I get +1 to hit because I technically outnumber you at this initiative step. So those were 3 hits. Now I'm strength 5 versus your toughness 6, so but I get +1 to wound for outnumbering as well. So I'm wounding you on 4s. All right, 3 more saves. AP3 with his Chain Glaive, so we're looking for more 4-ups invuln saves. Okay, slowly but steadily chopping you down. That's 1 more. Next up, the Chain Glaives and regular guy piling in. They're already close enough to get their attacks. Now I need to roll to see how many bonus attacks they're getting on the charge. 30k Night Raptors get D3 bonus attacks on the charge instead of just 1, and this is a 1 roll and it applies to the whole unit. So how many bonus attacks? Only 1. Swing with the Chain Glaives first, so there's a grand total of 4 attacks here. 1 attack base and then 1 for the charge. Same bonuses though for outnumbering, so I will be hitting you on 2s with a reroll for first round of combat. So reroll this one here. So that's 4 hits so far. Same thing, it's the same weapon that the chaplain has, so I am wounding you on 4s. And there's going to be 3 saves. AP3, so your invuln saves again, 4 up. That's 2 more. I feel a little bit better now. Last member of the squad, same initiative as the Chain Glaives. He's ripping off 4 attacks because he just has his close combat weapon and bolt pistol. So same thing, hitting on 2s. Getting to reroll the 1. Do the chaplain there. Nope. Does not want to hit. No bonus strength on this, so now I'm wounding you on 5s. Nothing. Alright, initiative step piling. You're piling into there. Because that would bring you in, and my guy's close enough to pile in. So you get to swing at the same time as my axe. Have you swing back first, even though this will be simultaneous. So you are hitting me on a 4. So you definitely hit. And strength is what?
7.
Strong. Okay.
AB2.
So winning me on a 2. Definitely make it. And the closest guy, yeah, that's going to end up killing off him, but not before his friend gets to swing back. Axe is 4 attacks on the charge. Or is it 3 attacks? No, sorry, 3 attacks, my mistake. Because he gets his 1 bonus, 1 base, and then the 2 close combat weapons. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling though. Re-roll that. So I hit you. And then I am wounding you on, should be 3s now. So that's going to be 3 invuln saves from him. 4 invuln for the Wraithblade. And we got him. Just barely though. Consolidate, see how far we go. 3 inches. And I'm just going to use that to kind of tuck into cover a bit there. End of the turn, Kurz gets his It Will Not Die, looking for a 5 or 6 to get a wound back. And he does! So he's up to 3 now. That's going to bring us on to Eldar, turn 4. Before we jump into the turn, Kurz was involved with a assault that was close enough. Basically, the way Kurz works is if he is involved in an assault where something is wiped out, anything within 12 has to take a morale check. So it is going to be a morale check on the Guardians there. Leadership 10, though, with the Farseer attached. And they stick around, no problem. First up for moving, we're going to have a Fire Prism jump up.
Shuffle in there.
There we go. Guardians up next, see how far they move through the terrain there. 6, so they're A-okay. I assume you're gonna shuffle up to get better shots at Kurz?
Yeah, pretty much.
Big ol' Wraithlord up next. He's gonna run away, right? No, he's not running away. Avatar up. He's not running away either. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have the Rangers shooting first, and you said you want to precision shot everybody into
The Apothecary.
Oh jeez.
I don't like apothecaries.
Alright, we're gonna change the allocation, so you're gonna put 5 shots including Illic into my Apothecary, 2 into my Sergeant here, and then the rest into the squad.
Yeah.
So let's start your shooting against the Apothecary. These are all hitting on 3s except for Illic, who's hitting on a 2. Oh, they all hit. Okay, you're wounding on a 4. So only Illic managed to cause a wound. And I've got my Artificer Armor save.
It's AP2.
Oh, it's just base
Illic's
AP2.
rifle is AP2 base.
Oh,
That's why the 6 is an instant death.
gotcha. Okay, so it's not instant death, so he still gets his Apothecary save. And technically this will all be simultaneous, so even if he dies, everybody else will get the Apothecary save.
Yeah.
So, looking for a 5. Nope, he's dead. Blah. Sergeant up next, so hitting him on 3s. 2 hits, wounding him on 4s. Ooh, so that's an AP2.
Yep.
So he only gets his Apothecary save. Which, he's dead as well. No, looking good, boys. And then the 4 shots going into the unit.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, 3 hits, and then you're wounding on 4s. There's another AP2. So he would have, again, only had the Apothecary save. I should have been taking cover saves this whole time, shouldn't I have?
Probably.
We will go back and fix this. We'll double check the tape in a second here. So I start off with my 5-up cover save. So he passes the cover save. Now we're going to go back and check the Apothecary and the Sarge. Alright, so messed up that a little bit because there should have been cover saves there. Completely forgot about that. So I think the most fair way we can go about it is they both failed their cover saves, which would have been the same as the 5-up Feel No Pain. Now they're going to have to take their 5-up Feel No Pains. So chances are they're still both going to die. Start with the Sarge, 5-up Feel No Pain. So he's still dead. And then the Apothecary, still the 5-up. And he's still dead. So it all comes out in the wash. I am murdering all my friends.
Because they murdered mine.
Not these guys specifically.
Yeah, but their friends murdered my friends, so I'm murdering their friends.
Why can't we be friends?
Because you're kind of chaos.
Kinda can't. I was hoping to get you sing. But no.
No.
Next up, the Guardian shooting into Kurz. We have 8 guys you can see here, so 16 shots. Hitting on, looking for 3s. Not too bad. Still wounding on 4s though. 6 is your AP2. So there's only 3 there.
And Kurz is the closest.
Right, Kurz is the closest. Now I'm going to get the cover saves and all the bonuses from it because he is pretty well obscured from all those Guardians. So they're all going to be 2-up saves anyways.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do. I will have Kurz tank all of them. Hua! Oh, and he makes them.
Damn.
Wraithlord up next, shooting into the squad. Which weapon you want to start with?
We'll start with the Sky Laser.
Okay, so 4 shots, looking for 3s.
Oh my.
That was a 4, so there's 1 hit there.
Yeah.
And this is strength 6. So looking for a 2. So it does wound. I get my 3-up armor though. And I pass it. Missile launcher next. Hitting on a 3. He hits, wounding on a 2. Okay, so with stealth and shredded, I'm still getting a cover save of 4 up. Come on! And he makes it. Avatar up next, shooting into the squad. Your ballistic skill 10 with the bolt of molten metal, so basically on a 2 up. Yeah, it would have been like twin linked either way. Wounding me on a 2. So you wound. Any way to ignore cover?
No.
Okay, let's see if I make my save. And a do. Next up, artillery is going to be taking shots into one of the terror squads. And you got range to throw shots right on top of his head. So let's see where the first hit scatters to. Full scatter because you don't have line of sight. 5 inches straight ahead. Landing right there. Unfortunately, with the way it is, you are on the wrong level now, so the scatters won't be able to get all the way back up because you're just not close enough. Snipers over here putting shots into the same terror squad. Looking for 3s and 4s. Okay, definitely, yeah, everything hit. Looking for 4s, 6s are AP2. Alright. A little bit better than average. Start with the AP2 hit first, get a cover save, 5 up. Fails, 5 up, feel no pain. Pain was felt, so that's 1 guy down. Then we have 3 armor saves coming up. And 3 past armor saves. End of the shooting phase, morale check on the terror squad over here, leadership 9. We're fine still. Alright, internet. Carl and I both realized that he forgot his psychic phase. We're going to let him jump back and do the psychic phase, because he's going to be using powers that wouldn't have affected it anyways. So how many dice are we getting? You're getting 9, I'm getting 6. So you decide to use 5 dice to do a Eldritch Storm right on top of Kurz. So you want to roll that up. What's the warp charge? What's the warp charge on this?
I'm using the large blast version, so it's only a warp charge 3 rather than the warp charge 4 apocalyptic blast.
Okay. So yeah, you got your 3 there.
Yeah.
Do my best to try to deny the witch. I'm going to throw all 6 dice at this. I do have Adamantium Will on Kurz though, so looking for 5 ups. I got to get at least 3. Nope, only 1. Blast going right on top of Kurz's head. Gotta roll scatter though. See how we do. And it's a direct hit anyways. So that is getting... I think that's getting just about everybody. Let's take a peek. Yeah, it's hitting everyone. 5 hits, Flush Bane.
And it's got all over the place.
Yep. And so we're getting 4 there. Gonna have Kurz tank the hits, so I'll roll the first 3, because he does have Artificer Armor and it's only a P3, correct? Mm-hmm. Alright, so 2 up saves. Passed them all so far, and there's 1 more in there. And he's okay. 4 dice into Mind War, Warp Charge 2.
and succeed.
So it's an opposed leadership roll again.
Yep.
So leadership 10 versus 10. 3 versus my 4. On to declaring charges. Where are you going to start? Wraithlord?
Yeah,
All right.
first.
I don't think there's any possible way to fail, so I do get my Overwatch though. Start with Kurz hitting on 6s. Ooh, okay, so he hits once. I need a 6 here. No. And then I've got a couple bolt pistols. Yeah, never mind. Bolt pistols can't hurt you. I forgot you were toughness 8. So in he goes. I don't think you can feel this. Yep. So, boom. And then Avatar's doing the same, I can only assume?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
He possibly can't fail, but he has got fleet.
Okay, you're going to reroll everything?
Yes. Easy.
Yep, and with a 8, he definitely manages to make it into combat. I've been avoiding this fight all game, so you know what, yeah. I can't believe I'm going to do it. Kurz will accept.
Yes.
7 attacks on the charge for the Avatar, hitting on 3s. Oh no. Okay, I made a mistake. This was a bad idea. So you're putting me on 2s. These are all invuln saves. Gotta pass at least 3. Ah! No! Down he goes. So yeah, last 3 wounds, and you killed Kurz. With the Warlord dead, that means every unit in my army must immediately take a morale check, as if they suffer 25% casualties from shooting. So I don't think I'm worried about the guys in combat, but the 3 units out of combat I will have to roll on. Over here, leadership 9 for this squad. I got it. Leadership 9 back here. They're A-okay. Same thing for this terror squad up here, looking for a 9. They're fine as well. Alright, Chaplain's up next. So he's going to go ahead and pile in his 3 to get some attacks against the Avatar. Alright, initiative 5 here. So the Chaplain goes, we double checked, I could not find anything saying that monstrous creatures count as bulky or anything like that, so leave a comment below if I made a mistake and reference that for me. So the Chaplain would be hitting on 5s, but now he's hitting on 4s because he gets +1 to hit. Okay, so he definitely hits you. And he's wounding, he's technically strength 5 right now with the Chain Glaive and your toughness 6. So I would be wounding on 5s, but outnumber, so go down to 4s. Nothing. Initiative step 4, these guys are piling in to get into combat. We'll have the Wraithlord swing first, just to kind of get him out of the way. Have the Wraithlord swing now. He's 5 attacks, so we're looking for, it should be 4s. Okay, so you got 4 hits so far. And with strength, he's wounding on 2s. That's gonna basically potentially murder the whole squad. Alright, so there's 4 there. So we know he's gonna die. Next closest is this guy, but he will still get his attacks. Then on to my Chaplain, who's got a refractor field. So 5 up save. No, he's dead, and then his buddy's gonna die. But at least these models get to swing back at the initiative step 4. Chain Glaive, 2 attacks going into the Avatar. It still technically would have been outnumbering here with weapon skill 5, so I'm looking at, yeah, it would have been 5s to hit, but now it's 4s. Chaplain's still technically there, so I get the reroll. Come on. Nope. And then he's counting his strength 5. So needing a 5, but +1 to wound for the outnumber. So looking for a 4. Oh, he gets it. It is AP 3.
So I have to use the demon save.
Yep. And he makes it. And he would not have been strong enough to wound the Wraithlord. So these guys are dead. With that very crushingly bad assault, we're going to move on to Night Lord's turn 5. I'm going to have this tank just pivot a little bit. See how far these guys can move through the cover there? 5 inches. Same thing back here for this other squad. See how far they move? They get 4 inches. I think I got a little ahead of myself and didn't show you that these guys moved up to here after I rolled. That's it for movement, guys. Right on to shooting. We're going to have to Karen dial some shots up into that Avatar. Start with the Heavy Bolter. Hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 hits. Toughness 6, so I'm looking at 5s to wound. Nothing. Next, do the 2 last cannons going into him. Looking for 3s. 2 hits. Wounding you on 2s. 2 wounds. Gets his 5-up demon save. No.
Gone.
Say goodbye to Mr. Avatar. Gonna have this Terror Squad run. Another 4 inches. Tucking it a little bit closer to the objective there. Run over here. 6 inches. And they're just gonna kind of get themselves into the cover a little bit better. Actually, yeah, we're gonna come around this way. Sadly, that's all I had as we move on to Eldar turn 5. Wraithlord first, gonna move himself over. He's coming after my Terror Squad. Guardian's gonna stay here to hold that point. That's it for the movement phase. We're moving on to the Eldar Psychic phase. How many dice we getting? So you are getting 7, I'm getting 4. Carl's decided to use all of his dice to throw Guide onto the Fire Prism. It's only a warp charge, what, 2?
1? Yeah, 1.
Okay. And you definitely get it. And there's no way for me to stop that. Shooting, we're going to start with the Scatter Laser going into the remaining Terror Squad there. You are hitting on 3s. That was a 1, so you got 2 hits, wounding me on 2s. Alright, I'm going to have to take some armor saves. 3 up. And they're A-okay. Shuriken Catapult next. 2 shots, 2 hits. You're wounding me on 4s. And nothing. Next up, all the snipers here. All 11 shooting into my 3 remaining guys. Not going to bother to do any precision shots. Hitting on 3s. The other dice is Illic. He's hitting on a 2. So a whole whack of hits. Looking for 4s to wound. 6s are AP2. Alright, pretty solid. The 2 AP2 shots, I get a cover save from the trees there. You know what? I'm going to say that I will go to ground and get a 4-up cover save. That saves 1, but he's going to die. And then I have 3 more saves to make. 3-up armor saves. And doesn't matter. They're dead. Artillery unit here is going to barrage one of the Terror Squads. Right over top of his head. So 2d6 scatter, full scatter. Go 6 inches off. And I don't think there's any way you're going to be able to get any hits out of that, unfortunately.
No.
Fire Prism now, going to take shots into my poor little Sakaran. You're going to do the...
Combined focused shot straight into a lance. Straight into it.
So it's
10 AP1 lance.
nasty. This is going to be hitting on a 3, but it's twin linked because of the guide. And you hit. So front armor got down to 12 anyways.
Yeah,
so looking for a 2 glance.
2. That's a pen.
Okay, rolling the damage table plus 2.
Because of AP1.
That's 5.
Oh, is it? And
5. So that's a boom.
okay, roll to see how large the explosion is.
5.
Okay. Not quite close enough to be able to hit anybody, so the tank is destroyed. That puts us on to Night Lord's turn 6. Last turn of the game for me. I'm going to just simply move this guy his inch so everybody's within 3 of that objective. Move through cover for these guys. 4 inches. Get tucked into right there. Right on to shooting. I don't have anything worth shooting at, so these guys are going to run. An inch. And just get nice and tight to cover. And that is the end of Night Lord's turn 6. I got nothing to do, guys. Eldar turn 6. Wraithlord. Gonna shuffle over. Okay, so moving on to Psychic phase. You're gonna not bother with it. Nothing really you can do here. So right on to shooting. Where are we gonna shoot?
Fire Prism, might as well just drop a small, big blast focused on this squad here. Probably on the Apothecary's head.
Makes sense.
Yes, on the Apothecary's head.
Okay, right on top of the Apothecary's head, 2d6 scatter.
Dead on.
So that hits, let's see, because you're right over here, that hits everybody. Strength 7, AP 1 with that blast, so looking for 2s to wound. And that was definitely, yeah, I'm gonna go to ground. So I will be getting a 4-up cover out of this. Come on. Whew, I lost 1.
Wouldn't you again the prophecy save?
Correct. That is the mark of a good opponent. 5 up, feel no pain. Nope, he still dies. Fate has declared that he shall die. So a whole lot of carnage all over the board. We have calculated the victory points right now. So I am at 5 victory points compared to your 6 victory points.
Yeah.
But since this is War of Lies, we have to roll to see what the objectives are actually worth. So let's start off with your objective. Roll a d6 for me. 3, so that means it's worth 1 victory point. So that puts your grand total to 7 victory points. Now I'm holding 2 objectives here, so I get to roll twice. I'll run both at the same time. Okay, the 1 means it is worth
Nothing.
at all, and the 3 means it's only worth 1 victory point.
Which means I'm still in the lead by 1.
That means you squeak out a victory by 1 victory point. Good game, sir. Awkward left-handed handshake. That was a pretty intense game.
That was fun.
So let's take a break with the camera real quick. We'll be back to talk a little bit of a post-game. So that was definitely one of the closer games I've had with the Night Lords. Now, I'm going to get your thoughts on a couple of things here. First of all, this is the first time you played against a 30k army?
Yep.
So what do you think?
Not that different, to be honest.
Yeah, it's different in the same. With you playing a Xenos army, definitely a little different because I'm used to playing against Marine equivalents. I wasn't sure how this was going to go down. I was feeling terrible for the first little while. Turning point for me, I shouldn't have accepted that challenge with Curse.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have.
But you know what? I've been avoiding it. I figured I am going to try to test my luck and see if I had passed one more invuln save. But Fates declared that that was not to happen. Now, what about you? Anything you would have done differently in the game? Any big changes you would have made?
Probably would have swapped which side was my gun line and which side was my assault line at the start.
Yeah, you would have went after Chase Kurz right away?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Overall, any changes you'd make to your list?
Maybe changed Vipers out for something, but other than that...
It was about right for what you wanted.
Yeah.
Now, how about the scenario? Have you ever played War of Lies before?
No, I haven't actually.
Now, what do you think about the scenario? A little different than most of what we're used to in 40k 7th edition.
It's really fun actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit of non-linear play. Not knowing until the end of the game how you're doing for points means that you're always kind of trying. And we hadn't really kept a running tally to see how many units were being destroyed, so how many points were being racked up there. So I didn't know to the end of the game where we were going to be. So that was pretty darn close. But with that, leave some comments below. As always, any rules mistakes, point them out in the comments. I definitely check all my comments to try to correct any mistakes that I do make. If it's something that's not super specific or generalized, if it was air made at a certain time, just go ahead and put the time to the comment so that way I can double check to see what it is that you are commenting about. Leave some comments on what you think of the game overall on the board. And as always, happy wargaming.